Hi, I'm Tim Coombs. I just wanted to give a brief presentation on the Health of the Nation outcome scales and the life skills profile. This is not training, but simply an orientation to the two measures. Let's start with the life skills profile. This measure was originally developed to measure functioning. It does so with 16 items across 4 broad domains: withdrawal, self-care, compliance or adherence, and antisocial behaviour. It's a non-technical instrument designed to require little or no training. It's your impression of the person and your decision about whether or not they're having no difficulty, slight difficulty, moderate difficulty, or extreme difficulty with, say, for example, conversation. You use all available sources of information. You undertake your assessment the way you undertake your assessment of functioning. It's not a clinical interview, but you give your impression of the person's general level of functioning over the last 3 months. Importantly, the only thing that probably is worthwhile remembering is you rate what the person is capable of doing, not what is done for them. So that can be tricky sometimes, but that's the underlying intent. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. The Health of the Nation outcome scales is a collection of 12 scales. These 12 scales capture information about how the person has been in the preceding 2 weeks and whether or not they have a problem or don't have a problem, whether it's mild, moderate or severe. It can be reported at the individual scale level, it can be reported at a subscale level and a total score level. It's brief, it should only take about 5 minutes to complete. It's demonstrated satisfactory inter-rater reliability. It demonstrates an ability to measure change. Changes in HoNOS scores correlate to changes in other measures, scores, or in clinical impressions. It's specifically designed to be a broad spectrum instrument, so it gives you information across those 12 broad domains. But some training is required because there are some issues that have to be understood, particularly the importance of reading the glossary and what the glossary might contain. You get a choice of rating that there's no problem, there's a subclinical problem, or there's a mild, moderate, severe problem. You can also rate I'm not sure, but you're encouraged not to do that because the HoNOS is a summary of your assessment. So if you don't know something, you should go and find out how the person is performing in that particular domain. And once again, it's not a clinical interview. You gather information from all available sources and use that to inform your rating. Here's something we use to get people to think about, what am I rating? If you're going to keep an eye on something or have something in a treatment plan or a progress plan or whatever you might call it, then it's probably a rating of a 2, 3 or a 4. If you don't think it's something you're going to bother keeping an eye on or don't have something documented around this particular issue, then it's probably a rating of a 0 or a 1. Anyway, there was a brief orientation to the Health of the Nation outcome scales and the life skills profile. You should take the opportunity to visit the AMACAN website and take our online training to understand these measures in much more detail.